Governor, let me ask you this question. How much of a problem do you think it is politically for the Clinton campaign, these now 3 days of WikiLeaks emails that have been dropped out into the public? They're getting asked about them a lot. There's a lot of chatter around them. They're trying to swat it down. But how big a threat do you think this is to her campaign?
I don't think I mean, from what we've seen, there just isn't much there. So there's really not much to be worried about, it doesn't seem, certainly from what's been released. But I think the bigger concern really is, why is WikiLeaks dripping this out so slowly? If this WikiLeaks is supposed to be the entity that releases everything to the public, what is going on with this slow drip? I mean, it certainly lends to the suspicion that WikiLeaks is doing some bidding on behalf of perhaps either Trump through Russia, Russia through Trump. I'm not going to make a big deal about this because it's been said out there. We know the FBI has confirmed, I think, or at least has been telling the Wall Street Journal, which just reported that, in fact, the Russians are likely to be the source of the leak through WikiLeaks. But bottom line is, the drip, drip, drip is frustrating from this perspective, is that Hillary Clinton is out there talking today about the child care tax credit.
Right.
I mean, Matt, we were just talking about this. She's going high. She wants to have people understand the policy. She's with Al Gore yesterday talking about climate change, which is really an important issue.
Governor, having said that, though, there is stuff in those emails that confirms a lot of suspicions people have about Hillary Clinton. I mean, even in the best case scenario for the Clinton team, what you learn in reading those emails, as my colleague at The Atlantic, Russell Berman, said, is that Clinton is very much a politician. The idea that she has a public-facing position and a private-facing position. The notion that the Clinton Foundation and then Teneo and some of the relationships that Bill Clinton brokered or that his deputies may have brokered. I mean, this is confirmation for people who have believed that the Clinton Foundation is somewhat corrupt or just not playing by the same rules, that Hillary Clinton is not playing by the same rules as we hold perhaps other politicians do. This would seem to be a sort of confirmation. Do you think the campaign needs to address that head on?
I think they have been addressing these suspicions ad nauseum throughout the course of the campaign, Alex. What they really want to do, and I think what people want to do, is to talk about what she's going to do for people once she's elected. Why is it going to be better for parents that she's doubling the child care tax credit? Why is it going to be better for millennials that we actually have a president who believes that climate change is real and is caused by humans and is going to, by the way, create jobs in the clean energy sector so that people can have them here as good-paying jobs in America, that she's got a super robust plan to do that. This is my particular passion, and I'm so excited that there was an opportunity to speak about that yesterday. And yet these WikiLeaks things, which I know is very beneficial to the other side because they can keep holding it up. But the irony about it, Alex, is that you see this report, for example, from Newsweek, from a reporter whose email appeared in this WikiLeaks batch, which was, in fact, manipulated. Right. So the email that comes out is not, in fact, accurate. Yep. So you can't even validate that these are true emails. And it gets back to the point about what the heck is Russia doing interfering in our elections. And by the way, can I just say one other thing that happened today? And I just want to make sure I say it before you end the segment. When you compare this, I have to say it. When you compare this to what BuzzFeed is reporting and now Time is reporting about Donald Trump saying that, over the weekend, there was the tape that was released saying that because he owned the Miss Universe pageants, that he had the ability to go in the back and inspect the merchandise. He didn't use that word, but essentially that's what you take away. And come to find out today that he was also doing this, walking into the dressing rooms of Miss Teen USA, where 15-year-olds are undressing to get ready for the swimsuit portion of the pageant. That there are women who were feeling, young women, girls, who are exposed to this man who's walking through. To me, that kind of stuff, where you talk about the character of this man, that is outrageous.